everybody, this is Joe Joseph, and this is the DailySheeple.com's News Shot. Let's go to CNBC, where we have an interesting article, and the reason why this is interesting is because even the Salk Institute is getting pissed off at the federal government over their inability to see reason. And this has to do with the fact that marijuana is still Schedule 1, according to the Illegal Controlled Substances Act. It says, big Alzheimer's research roadblock. The federal government, duh. Yeah, again, and I can't say this enough, especially as a former employee and whistleblower, I can tell you that the federal government does not have your best interest at heart as much as they say it does. It was created to protect your rights. It does nothing but take away your rights. And now they're killing people. Well, they've always killed people, but now they're killing more people. It says promising new research conducted last year at the Salk Institute for Biological Studies has shown that marijuana extracts may hold a key to treating Alzheimer's disease. Look at how many people die a slow, painful, they basically just, it's a slow, agonizing death. And it not only is a slow, agonizing death for the person that's suffering Alzheimer's, but also the family members that become caretakers for these people. You know, I saw my grandmother suffer from it. My aunt suffer from it. Multiple aunts suffer from it. And it is just an absolutely horrible form of dementia. So what the Salk Institute is saying, the next step is to conduct tests on mice. And if that results prove promising, well, then they're going to move to human trials. Oh, God forbid. But Salk Institute researchers have run into a major hurdle, they say, and not a scientific one. The federal government. Because the Salk Institute is based in La Jolla, California, a state that legalized marijuana last November. It's a federally funded research institute. And because they receive federal funding, folks, and because marijuana is still a Schedule 1 controlled substances under the stupid, idiotic Controlled Substances Act of 1970, it means that they risk losing their federal funding if they go about using something that's promising, a promising cure for a very serious disease that kills thousands of people each year. And so they're crazy. It's absolutely crazy, you know, and they're kind of beside themselves. It's interesting now how even mainstream scientific institutes, institutions of higher learning, Big Pharma, as much as Big Pharma doesn't want to schedule or doesn't want marijuana unscheduled. Why? Because they can't patent a natural plant. And if they can't patent a natural plant, why then they ain't going to make no money on it. And they don't like that. So they're the biggest lobby that's pushing to keep marijuana Schedule 1. Idiotic, isn't it? I mean, it's crazy. This whole problem that we face spawns from one thing and one thing only, my friends, and that's greed. That's greed. The government stands to make a lot of money on the war on drugs. Their cronies get to make a lot of money filling the prison industrial complex, the private prison industrial complex. It's all a vicious cycle, a self-perpetuating engine, if you will. The only way to stop it, you really have to do away with the Controlled Substances Act. Making it Schedule 2 or anything else does not make things any better. Ask chronic pain sufferers that deal with Schedule 2 medications, and they'll tell you. It doesn't get any easier just because you make it Schedule 2. The only right solution to this, honest to God, legalize everything, tax it, and then create the funding to provide education and to provide treatment, just like Amsterdam. And wouldn't you know it, Amsterdam's not a hellhole. You know what it is? It's a beautiful city with beautiful people doing beautiful things. I'm Joe Joseph. This was the DailySheeple.com's daily news shot. And I'll have one again for you here in a couple minutes. Woohoo! Have a great day, everybody.